We're still really early in the game, so, you know. They got time to hit us up with that. That's the L Pyramid. I did not want to come here. No, thank you. It's locked, but I can use this key plate. Bum, ba, bum. Well, this is the theme that played in the dungeon we did with Jack in his introduction scene. That's neat. The music in Wild Arms is so good. I love it so far. I love the OST in this game. Ah, you guys again. I remember Cecilia, like, killed you all with a blast in the last encounter we had. Ba, 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 bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Easy crit, by the way. Also, Spark is a group attack like Bang, which is neat. Or not Bang. Bang is Dragon Quest. Blast is what the move is called. Bang is a Dragon Quest term. That's the equivalent of Bang from Dragon Quest. No? Odd moment? Oh, I did so much. I feel like a Hound would normally be weak to ice anyway. Catching up on those heal berries because last I checked we were at like 13, I think. Just build that stock back up. Another crest graph. The more the better though. We just got more spells for Cecilia. Dude, the crest graphs are like the mana eggs from Grandia. You find items and you can get magic in return, which is cool. I like that. I do wonder, because in Grandia, they give you more than enough mana eggs to be like, hey, if you miss some, it's not a big deal. Like, you have, like, I think you can miss, like, at least 5, and you'll be able to, you can miss 5, and you'll still be able to get magic for every element for every character, but I'm wondering if this will be the same thing, if they'll have plenty more crest grabs in the game than you need, I guess, in case you miss some for people playing blind. I love the Sonic Wave attack with Jack. Onward. Oh, those fall. Interesting. Part of me was like, oh, maybe they're gonna like do that, and they did. I'm a gamer though, so it won't stop me. Oh, this is a little more rough. We have to like drift here. Yeah. This is gonna be a little bit more difficult. I'm drifting too late. I gotta drift a little earlier. Okay, no, you don't have to run. You just gotta be on the move if you're not gonna run. Another bullet clip. You must be able to synchronize with an arm in order to open the case. Oh, wait, what? Oh, this is for Rudy? Hey, prism laser arm equipped. Alright, so acquired. So that is my answer to how arms are gonna work. We'll have more arms to use with Rudy. Laser emitter, it hits a group of enemies. Okay, so you just find the arms throughout the world of the game. So 8 bullets is probably gonna be the max for the hand cannon, but there are more arms out there, which is cool. Alright, so note to self, I'll need to keep an... I meant to start running before that. Note to self, I'll need to keep an eye out on these kinds of chests. For Rudy. What the heck? Alright, running is not a good idea here. Unless I'm going straight. He's gonna respawn? No, they're not. Okay. I guess I gotta fall. Bum. There we go. I'm a gamer. Too good. I mean, it would be weird for a game called Wild Arms and Rudy only being able to use, like, the hand cannon. That would be a little whack if that was the case. Ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-bum-bum. Oh, it's so cool. I like that. That's like a laser gun kind of thing. I love it. I love laser blasters in games. Like very Star Ocean. Ooh, hello, save point. Don't mind me. Bum, bum, bum. 3 ladders. Or stairs, not ladders, Nova. Alright, they all lead to the exact same place. I thought it was going to be like, hey, pick one. Strange device binds the door. Do I use the... No, I don't. Interesting. Huh. Maybe I do need to take one of these. Maybe just find a switch somewhere that can open that? What's this? Sun rises from the east and sets in the west. Sun rises from the east again to light the path from the insecure. Clearly it's some kind of riddle. Wait, okay, I think I see. Maybe taking these is like getting me somewhere or something? Or not? Okay, yeah, you just go east, west, east, I think. I just followed the directions it told me, and that's how I ended up here. This is 8 bullets. I think everything's gonna have 8 bullets. I mean, if Rudy has a lot of arms, then I feel like that's fair to give everything 8 bullets. They wouldn't need to give anything more. That'd just be overkill. Infrasonic. Like a supersonic wave. How are you alive? That was my gun. How did you live my gun? Bum ba bum ba 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 bum. Hey, Cecilia's gone up a level. Hello. Goat doll? 3 goat dolls? What's a goat doll? What does that even do? A doll of a goat, but like, you know. That's something I equipped. Oh, it's a left-hand item. Sacrifice to revive ally. Oh, revive ally, not just yourself? That's an interesting item. Nice. Oh, 2 of these. I can hit both of them with the prism ray, which is hog. As well as spark. Just like every single attack is a group attack now. Makes my life a whole of a lot easier. Not Rudy. I'm the protagonist. Man, as far as I'm concerned, I feel like all these... That missed? How did that miss? Oh, it's an 80% chance. It's less likely than using the hand cannon, which is the drawback. Anyway, as I was saying, Rudy's like the main protagonist of the game, obviously, but like I feel like honestly, all these characters have just as much relevance in the story as Rudy. Like they can all kind of be seen as like an ensemble of like the main protagonist, but obviously Rudy's the quote-unquote main character. And he's obviously like, you know, he's a silent protagonist, so the developers are like, silent protagonists are like self-inserts in a way. Is what their that's what their logic was when they did that. Anyway. Blueberry. Oh, this is interesting. The Lightning Triforce. So you're the humans working for the Guardians. Yo, this looks like Zinogre from Monster Hunter. It reminds me of Zinogre. You. The statue in the human town will be destroyed. Unlike Belselk, I don't like making a mess out of things. I'm gonna need a few minutes to complete my experiments in town. Here, you guys can play with my friend. I promise you won't be disappointed. Alright, well. I'm gonna do this just because I like the prism ray animation. Silent protagonist was fairly common back in PS1 era. No, I wouldn't say that. I would say silent protagonists are more likely in SNES games than they were in PS1. PS1 we're starting to steer clear from silent protagonists. There are less silent protagonists in PS1 games than there are in like older games. I mean, Cloud isn't a silent protagonist. Squall isn't. Zidane isn't. Elk, Hero, they're not either. Who else isn't a silent protagonist from PS1 era? Ark, obviously, from Ark the Lad. There's a few others. Lenneth isn't a silent protagonist. The only silent protagonists from PS1 eras are Rudy and Ryu from Breath of Fire that I can think of. I feel like PS1 starts to steer away from silent protagonists. Obviously you'll have an exception, but I feel like the mass majority of PS1 protagonists aren't silent, to be honest. Obviously Dragon Quest games, but Dragon Quest games are traditional. They always have silent protagonists, so that's nothing new. Wild Arms is actually like one of the rare cases of a silent PS1 protagonist. So yeah. Cecilia Gilyu. And there's also Ys 8. Ys 8 and 9 are modern games, and they still have silent protagonists. So Ys is also known for making at all silent. So, I mean, like, that's just not quite correct. There's obviously exceptions in said era of gaming. Of like, oh, this protagonist is silent. Jack is just not having it today. He keeps dying, which is a surprise. I don't think the Suikoden protagonists are silent. I never played the games, but I don't think they are. Maybe Suikoden 1's is silent. Or maybe they are silent. I don't know. I feel like Suikoden don't have silent protagonists, but also I never played the games. And like Lunar 1, Alex is a silent protagonist, but Hero is not a silent protagonist. Oh, and Grandia. I forgot Grandia. Of all the games I forgot, Grandia doesn't have a silent protagonist. Xenogears, Faye is not a silent protagonist. And obviously Reed from Eternia and Stan from Destiny. There's a lot more non-silent protagonists in PS1, though. The only silent ones that come to mind, Rudy and Ryu from Wild Arms and Breath of Fire, respectively. I think Ryu's always silent, isn't he? I think Ryu's always a silent protagonist, like Adol and Dragon Quest protagonists. I could have done this fight a lot better, by the way. Oh dear, Mysterious Ray. Not a miss. Oh my word. Yeah, I want to try to summon that Ryu. I almost called him Ryu because we were talking about Breath of Fire. Oh, I could summon Guardians with Bolt? That's not what I wanted to do, actually. I just misclicked. I honestly might lose this because, like, Jack is dead and I have no more Revive Fruit. But I'm hoping I can get it out of this alive.